Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Studio, and today I'm here with a brand new video for you guys. I'm going to be talking about Star Wars Movie 3, Revenge of the Sith, and I'm here with my dad, Paul Dezay. Thanks for joining me.
Hey everybody.
So, we are here to talk all about the third movie, technically sixth movie, but we're watching them in order. Um, so, little did I know that I didn't know it was like backstory, these movies, until you told me. But I just assumed that they were like one, two, three, four, five, six. That's just what I assumed, and I think that people would assume that if they didn't know.
That's right.
So this one's technically six, but we're calling it three. So Clone Wars is right before this, so it's between movies two and three. So like all the events, like Anakin and Ahsoka, this is all before this movie, correct?
Correct. Yes.
So we're coming like right off of like new content, even though Clone Wars was released after this movie, correct?
Yes.
So it just I wonder why they chose these movies. I wonder like what, I mean, we haven't watched all of Clone Wars yet, so maybe we're not sure if anything too specific happens in between. What do you think?
Well, I think that they when they decided to do additional content, they chose a time period. And so they chose the Clone Wars, which takes place between Episode 2 and Episode 3, and they really told that story, and so that's that animated show, the Clone Wars. So I mean after Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, we have the Mandalorian, and so they pick a time period to write content. So that's what that's about.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. What I thought was a really good movie, and so how does the movie start?
So it's kind of starts like this like epic battle sequence. Pretty much, Obi-Wan and Anakin are trying to save the Chancellor Palpatine. I'm pretty sure is the name from General Grievous. So they're kind of on this little mission, and it's just like any Star Wars movie. They're just going on battles, and Obi-Wan kills Grievous. So now they have the Chancellor with them. But the Chancellor isn't bright to most people. And Mace Windu almost kills the Chancellor, but Anakin protects him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on here with Anakin. Anakin is beginning to distrust the Jedi, and Chancellor Palpatine, which is Darth Sidious, is fueling the fire and the anger that Anakin has. So there's a lot of complex storytelling going on that gets Anakin to the point where he begins to trust the Chancellor.
And Padme is pregnant, so she's here, and Anakin is having dreams of her dying in childbirth. So that's kind of like going on the sidelines. Now, when you tease something like that, I think we obviously know it's going to happen. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you wish that it's not going to happen, but you have to progress the story, and we'll talk about that later. But the Chancellor appoints Anakin to be Darth Vader, which is the arc of the upcoming movies. Like, Darth Vader is like a minor, but he's still there, just being like the bad guy, and Anakin's hiding under him. But now, he's appointed to be Darth Vader. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, so Anakin has those dreams. And the Chancellor says that the dark side has the power to save somebody from death. And so the Chancellor, Darth Sidious, really speaks into Anakin that he would be able to save Padme from the death during childbearing. And so that's another reason beyond this distrust of the Jedi that Anakin is willing to say yes to the Chancellor's offer to be part of the dark side and to be the apprentice to Darth Sidious.
And what I personally think, I mean, I know your favorite battle scene is like the first movie, but one of my favorites is Anakin and Obi-Wan's battle scene in this movie towards the end. I think it's interesting to have that master and Padawan relationship. It's been strong pretty much, and now it's because Anakin's turned to the dark side, and Obi-Wan, all he wanted to do was protect Anakin from that, because it's that relationship there, and unfortunately that relationship's kind of like it's like just come to this conclusion that it just come to that conclusion. So pretty much Anakin burns, but he does survive. But meanwhile, Padme dies. So it's and Padme and Anakin have one last thing, and she's like, I don't really know you anymore. Like I can't believe you're like this, and then it just ended up, Anakin survived, but Padme died, and then in childbirth, and then she named the kids Luke and Leia, and they're both going to Scent because obviously Anakin's not really stable. So yeah, so a lot happened. I mean, I feel like that whole. What do you think of that whole battle scene with Anakin and Obi-Wan, though?
Yeah, it was fantastic. So the Chancellor, Lord Darth Sidious, called for Order 66, which was the assassination or the killing of all the Jedi. And Anakin went and killed the Padawans or not Padawans, the younglings from the Jedi school. And so Obi-Wan tracks him down and it ends up killing him. And it is a great battle. It really is a great battle. And so Anakin gets burned, and so he needs kind of a life system, breathing and everything, because his lungs are fried. So Darth Sidious creates that suit, with the armor and everything that helps Anakin survive, able to breathe. And the children end up going in different directions so that they are safeguarded from the dark side.
Mm-hmm. So Leia is sent to Alderaan, and Luke is sent to live with his aunt and uncle. So that's kind of
on Tatooine.
Yeah. So they're kind of in their own separate directions, and that picks up in movies 4 and 5. And what was your overall grade of this movie?
I give it an A-, and I really enjoyed this. This is my favorite of the 1, 2, 3 trilogy.
Yeah, I also give it an A-. And you think about it, it definitely felt like an ending to the first trilogy. And like now you're gonna have like Luke and Leia and Han and bring all of those, like a new generation almost of characters in to still have the same vibe. I mean, Anakin's still there, but like he's kind of in the background. So like you had this trilogy, and now it's moving on to like another generation, and then 7, 8, and 9 was another generation. I think it's good that they're doing that because I think it was good to have Anakin deal with his darkness here in this movie instead of like dragging it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the backstory. So 4, 5, and 6 were the original films, and so 1, 2, 3 really, give the backstory of Anakin becoming Darth Vader and the birth of Luke and Leia as twins. And yeah, I think it does a good job. I mean, I think the first movie was rough, but second and third definitely progressed better in the storytelling, improved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first movie we gave it a B, and second movie was B+. So it's going up a little bit, and I think when we get to the later movies, our score will decrease a little bit. I mean, I watched the 8th and 9th, I'm pretty sure, but I still don't really remember them. So, but anyways, that is kind of the end, unless there's anything else you want to say.
Nope.
So we'll be back next week to talk about the A New Hope. So anyways, I want to thank everyone for watching. We'll be still doing to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications to miss an upload. Thanks everyone for watching again. Bye.